So this puzzle was called Autos of the World. You can see that I am playing music in the background because my laptop is visible on the screen. I don't usually listen to music when I puzzle, but sometimes I make exceptions. Um, and so this puzzle basically is a collage of different colored cars against different colored backgrounds. So my thought was that the best way to do this was actually going to be to build the border and then work on color blocking. The challenge with this puzzle as a collage was that within the blocks, the sort of the photos, you can think of them, the car was actually a pretty large piece. So it was hard to pick out, hey, this is a blue block because it might have a yellow car and those yellow car pieces look the same as the yellow blocked background elsewhere. So I thought that it was going to be a lot faster to build block by block. It wasn't. The other challenge, this is not a brand I normally use. This is MB Puzzles. And their pieces are a little bit flimsier than a lot of the other brands I like to puzzle. And so what that meant was it was actually really hard because I couldn't build outside of the puzzle and then pick up the pieces and move them in. The pieces would fall apart as I did that. And so there are actually a couple times where I tried that strategy, pieces fell apart. After that happened the second or third time, I gave up and started actually just assembling inside the puzzle. But assembling inside the puzzle meant that I was dealing with more space management issues. And you can see here, it's getting crowded inside the puzzle. There's not a lot of space for me to work. And so I'm sort of just kind of desperately trying to fit pieces wherever I can find pieces to go. So what my strategy sort of flipped to at this point was rather than kind of pulling and building individual color chunks, because I was having difficulty seeing, because I couldn't build outside the puzzle, I was just kind of pulling pieces, putting them anytime I could find them. And that was basically also to reduce the amount of spread. So because of how I had arranged my desk for this particular puzzle, I didn't have a lot of space to work with. This was a self-created problem, but it did mean that it made it faster to switch back to the sort of grab a handful of pieces, place them, grab the next handful, even though that's not the overall fastest strategy. And definitely, if I was doing this in competition, I would need to be more disciplined about building the color blocks. But I'm finishing up here in about 75 minutes. Not the best, but not terrible.